welcome back to the Cyper Show. Once again, I am your host, Ngarambe Rita, and I want to thank you so much to extend my appreciation for all the love. We see the comments, and we saw how much you guys are supporting us. It's really amazing, and we feel motivated to keep doing amazing things like this. And once again, a little introduction about the Cyper Show. We thrive to tell the stories of the people who are contributing and participating within our communities in hopes to inspire other people to take the lead and to also do something unique and serve a purpose in their lives. And so today I have a really incredible guest with me tonight, and her name is Nadia, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself. She's an amazing dancer, so that's the surprise for tonight. Amazing. Join me? Oh my God. Mad! Are you dancing?
Thank you, Rita, for having me over.
Oh my God, I wish I didn't embarrass you that much. I wish I knew how to dance.
You did amazing. You did awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think that's part of the dancing, to give motivation.
Exactly. If you can walk, you can dance.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to start dancing, guys. Next time, subscribe to my YouTube channel as a dancer, not just the Cyper Show. And she's going to be my coach.
I would love it.
You look beautiful today, by the way.
Thank you very much. So do you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So how was your day? How did your day go today?
So it was the usual pandemic day. I wish I would have incorporated a lot of adventurous things, but it was the usual waking up, working from home. And recently I started a new hobby, which is practicing yoga and meditation. So those have been like the things I look forward to most when I end work. And of course, today I had to come here.
Thank you so
and
much.
I was so excited as well as nervous. So I'm very, very happy to be here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for making the time. And also, like, you're going to teach me how to do yoga. I think that's one of the main things I want to do to get fit. And
absolutely. I actually want to encourage my people to start, doing these mind practices and practicing.
How long have you been doing yoga?
I have probably been doing it for 6 months now.
Wow, how does it feel? Do you feel any sort of change, spiritual or mentally?
You would be surprised.
Really?
Yes, it is slow progress. It's not a 24 hours thing, but over time you realize that you are doing so much better.
See, my black brothers and sisters, you always say it's the white people thing, but come on, it's hear from a sister, so they gotta try. So if it helps, I'm going to try it one day. Because I tried one time and literally I watched the whole movie in my head. Like I was thinking of all the things I didn't do, how I need to go there, and then I would hold my phone. I'm like, no, I'm supposed to hold it for 60 seconds. It was, oh my God, it wasn't
so
good.
Yeah, I think the goal is not to read your mind of thoughts. It is mostly to direct them, it's as if everything was in chaos and then just direct them. I think guided meditation is a good way to start. Yeah, I could send you some resources if you want.
Yes, I will share some on our YouTube channel.
Next time I should probably come here and practice
you have
a
those
guided
one mats
meditation.
and you feel like this too?
I love it. It's orange. I love bright colors. So your jacket right now is my favorite thing to see.
Thank you. I'm trying to be a rainbow these days. I'm like, I want to look colorful and all
I'm totally like that too.
Thank you. I love your dress, by the way. Where did you get it?
Thank you. So this is an African dress from an online store. I think it is African owned. And they should probably be paying me for saying this, but this is from Afure. So if you want to look like me,
we'll put in the subscription to say, guys, pay. She did a promo for you.
Exactly.
Amazing. So thank you so much once again for coming through. I wanted to ask, you were Rwandan born and raised, and when did you come to Canada?
I came to Canada in 2019. It's actually been 2 years now that I've been in Toronto. Yes.
When did the pandemic start again? Is it
2020.
So you came what
a year before
so you got
the pandemic started. Yes. Yes.
What did you do when you first got here, when you landed?
The first thing I did was to locate the dance classes, where the dance classes are taken, because that is just the essence of my life. I need to dance, I need to move. And that has also contributed a lot to my social life because the dance scene has constant people. Like
Right.
a lot of the same people keep coming, so seeing the same people over and over, you develop friendships, and yeah, that has
Absolutely.
helped me thrive in this city for sure.
Right, true, yeah. I love when you mention like the constant people. Like, does it like any other places you go, you find like different people all the time?
So there are different people, but that have been going there for some time.
Oh, okay.
Even when you're new, like I was new, then I kept going to those places, and eventually I became a regular.
Right, okay,
Yes.
amazing. When did you develop the whole passion for dancing?
Oh, that is an interesting question because it goes back as far as memory goes. Back home, my mom is an avid dancer as well, so she
Amazing.
used to make me dance all the time. Dance for the visitors. Don't let a song go to waste. Just
Exactly.
dance in the living room, you know. And I also happen to love it so much. So, yeah, it is something I do to share life, to share joy, to express my happiness, sadness sometimes,
Right.
escape the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, what do you feel when you dance though? Like, do you feel like you are like escaping and like, I don't know, feel joy within yourself?
Huh.
And, like,
That
what's
is a
the
good
feeling?
question. I feel a lot of things when I dance,
Like, well, tell me
depending
more
with
about it.
with the mood I'm in that day, or like the feelings I'm going through at that moment.
Right.
Sometimes it is a lot of melancholy, and sometimes it is joy. Honestly, I've heard that I'm smiling a lot when I dance, and
Okay.
I guess those are the times when I'm expressing joy. But yeah, dancing, especially the very like sensual moves, express they express a multitude of things. Honestly, I could go. It would take me a day
No,
to go
I'm
through
like I
all of
have all
them.
my time because I love when people talk about the emotions, like the way you speak, like how you connect to yourself or express yourself to the world, and like I want to learn. Like I'm curious about how people do that. So when you dance, to feel hard and they like express yourself, it's amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
I believe dance, like any other art, is intimacy with self. You
Wow.
are expressing the deepest part of your soul. And it is hard to do in front of people, as much as, dancers are, like
Yeah,
the
we
most.
thank you guys for the show.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
for the show, but no. Showing someone something that is coming deep from you, or showing them your paint or singing for them, those are usually things that you self-critic a lot. You ask yourself, am I really doing this the right thing? But then again, you also learn to not do it for the gaze, to do it first for your own healing, for the inside, and then express, comment dire, pour from a full cup.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you are filled with all these emotions and then you give out. It's like it's the excess.
Exactly.
Amazing. Yeah, that's beautiful. Now I'm like speechless. I'm like imagining what do I do to express myself that much to fill my cup and then
Find
to
yourself.
give. Right?
It's
I'm on
okay. You
that
have a
journey.
lifetime.
You have a lifetime.
Yes,
I think
there's a
that's one
lifetime
thing
to
we
find
never
that.
understand. We're always pushing to get there. So when you said like do you feel the pressure to express yourself in any way? Like where you talked about like having a lifetime to find yourself. Would you say you have found yourself? You're still on that journey. How is it?
I am very much in that journey. Interestingly, I was having a conversation with my best friend about the change that has happened within us, since we were teens up to now. Because I believe we've known each other since we were kids, but the moment you hit your 20s, a lot of things go by so fast. It's like,
Wow.
it's next. You go to school, then graduate, then get a job, then start experiencing life in a different way, responsibilities, people trusting you more, your parents giving you more things to take care of. It's just life goes real fast, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of growth that happens too.
Oh my
So the thing I've told myself is that I have to give myself grace to grow. Not to feel like I'm being left behind or going too fast. No, everything is happening at the pace it's supposed to happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's literally what I try to tell myself every day. I'm like, Rita, relax, everything is going to fall into place. But to hear someone, even when you say you've grown all these phases within your best friend and they're able to tell and see the differences and how you change phases, I think it's amazing to have those kind of people. Unfortunately, I kept moving to different places and I never had that, same people get to see me closely. So when you say about do you think it helps you in any way to learn more about yourself through the eyes of other people?
Yes, I would say having somebody who knows you from the get-go is a good thing, but at the same time, I believe in self-introspection more than I believe in other people telling you what they see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the outside opinion could also be what they see in themselves that they are projecting onto you.
Oh.
So it is very, very important that we all practice, how can I say, the science of looking into ourselves. Like really, maybe journaling. Journaling is a good way to start. You know, asking yourself, what did I go through today? How am I feeling? You know, what do I think I could work on? You know, what do I do that frustrates me? What do I do that makes me happy?
Wow.
How do I think I'm succeeding in life? And not just in, you know, financial ways, but in all the other ways, you know? Yeah.
So when you, like, how do you tell, like, when you have, like, that long-term friendship, when do you tell that they're reflecting or when they're being honest? You know how people give you advice and you can't tell whether they're reflecting or telling you that something is real. Like, how are you able to differentiate that?
That is interesting.
That's a good
I have
question.
never.
Like, my brain goes all places possible.
Well, when it comes to friendship, honestly, I would say that, yeah, frank communication is it. You know, when you've known somebody for that long, then frank communication is part of it. At some point, all the layers come off, and when I tell you something, you really believe that I mean it from the depth of my heart.
Yeah, you're able to tell the truth. Wow, amazing. Yeah, I even like, I think through your bio, you said there is nothing a good conversation cannot like fix. What do you mean by that? Like,
We live in a world of, you know, fast texting, 140 characters on Twitter. There is a lot that is going to be lost in translation, you know?
True.
So if people would take time to actually sit like you and I are doing right now, getting to know each other's stories, you know, getting to know the reason why somebody does something would totally create empathy, you know, we would imagine how the other person must feel or the reason why they were prompted to do what they did. So I believe in a good conversation. I believe in the power of sitting down and looking into each other's eyes and having those hard conversations.
Yeah, it's like I used to hide my eyes away from people. So every time someone would look at me, I would just like look away because I'm like, it feels like they're looking with like inside you, literally. And I'm like, what is it about me that I'm not honest about that other people would see if I look straight in the eye? So now I'm practicing that a lot.
It's a good thing because you've totally healed from that.
Thank you. Another question will be, you said you joined the CARI. Can you tell us a little bit about CARI?
So CARI is the Canadian Association of Rwandan Youth. It has a few chapters. So it started in Ottawa, but it spread to other Canadian cities, major cities. And I am part of the GTHA chapter that I joined in 2019 when I got here.
Amazing.
And it has been a real contributor to my social life here, as well as development in other ways. You know, they give webinars, get-togethers, youth professional networks. It has definitely helped me to expand my brain or like my thoughts.
Yeah, so in terms of like, is it like a youth, young people, do they have like a age restrictions or anything, or it's anyone who's
I would probably not say age restriction, but yeah, it says Rwandan youth, so you have to be Rwandan and young, but as long as you have a Rwandan background, you are very welcome. I have met people that I probably would have never connected with before because we have different backgrounds, people that grew up here or people that grew up back home, but we never were in the same social circles. Right. So it was a good thing to create that niche here in Toronto and to be support system for each other. Right. Because one of the main goals of CARI Toronto is to build community, build strong community. And yeah, I think so far we're still working on that. I cannot say we have fully achieved it, but the people that are part of it definitely have resources that are available to them, you know, to a certain capacity.
People, yeah, amazing. So when like you as a person, you love dancing, you love like, of course, a good conversation. Would you say CARI has granted that to you? Like, do you have that platform to be yourself still?
See, the one thing about CARI is that it gives you the platform to create programs that are interesting to you. So I would not necessarily say they have provided everything, but the main thing they provide for me is the platform. So say I'm interested in something, then I will do it as an umbrella of Carrie because I have access to the young people. I
Right.
have access to the Carrie resources. Then
So it's more
one
like a
and one
family.
is
If you have like, if you know something, you can like choose other young people to do it together.
yes, and which is something I encourage other members to do. If you have an idea, do not be shy. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. Initiate it, and have the rest of us rally behind you.
I think that's one thing we need. Like I was even like learning that from you. Like even your dance moves. Like you do Afrobeats. Not so many random people are able to do that. Like we're kind of shy. You don't want to move, like literally move your body. So when I see you move, like do it, I'm like that's liberating. It's moving literally. It's amazing.
I would probably say a lot of people can dance. I have seen a lot of people dance and they
not
can dance. But you
publicly.
said the shyness part. I believe it has a cultural component to it. We are people that keep to ourselves, and that's also okay.
You
It's
don't
okay
think
to a
like we
certain.
need to motivate or inspire our young people to start stepping outside their shyness? Do you think that will kill the culture in any way?
Okay, so stepping outside of your comfort zone is something that you'll need, in your whole life. But dance is not the only way that you can do it. See,
I
if
mean,
you're
like,
not.
even like dancers, like they're young people, like really kids who are really talented, but you find that they are shy because of how Munyarwanda, how they will see me, what they will say, or like even people are watching, they start like pitching each other, and it's like,
Okay.
what can we do to change? Like when you've done it before, you've been in a competition, I believe, of dancing. Like it's amazing, by the way, it's inspiring.
Thank you. I think it is the duty of parents, right? Or us when we become parents to teach the children that, first of all, you can be anything you want to be,
Wow.
and just to teach ourselves, to remind ourselves that it is okay to share your soul with people. It is okay to share your art with people. And it doesn't just end with dancing. You could be a singer, an artist, a painter. If you have something that you think is it's this art, it's this talent that you're born with, then share it with the world. It's not easy. It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But the more parents encourage their children to do it, I believe they grow up with that confidence, with that self-confidence that they can,
Right.
and it's okay to fail sometimes. You cannot always be, spectacular, exquisite. No.
Sure, yeah. Also, like, you don't only just do dancing, you also write some poetry, is that right? Someone tell me about that. I don't know where it went, but do you?
Yes, I cannot say I just write poetry. I write, honestly. I write and then whatever it is,
personal
it is
writings
what.
or like you
Yes, I started journaling when I was a child, and from there developed a love for anything written.
Wow,
Yeah. So when I am inspired, and I feel like I'm one of those dark people that get inspired by sadness, by
It's
by
not dark,
dark
it's-
feelings. That's when I find myself writing poetry or just
Do you have anything
Small
you remember
articles.
like within your mind that you can share with us? It would
No.
be amazing. No?
I could have brought it. I could have brought it today. Like
Yeah.
the last thing I wrote. But yeah, they're usually I'm offloading, if I could say. It's another way that I express my emotions. I write and sometimes leave it there. And if somebody else thinks it's worth sharing, or if I think it is worth sharing, then I will for a certain occasion. But it's not something I would not call myself a poet.
I'll try to bring you on here. Maybe our viewers can judge and see if you might be a great. I think I've seen you perform sometime. It was amazing. I was more.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Again, as I said, it is occasional. For example, if it is for something that I feel that I feel strongly about,
Right.
then I may have something for that.
What are the things that move you though?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let's see. The things that move me. Okay. Children. Children. I love seeing I love seeing people that are in love. That that is like one of those, you're like, oh my God, my heart is melting, you know, the sentiment of love. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It could also be like a friendship, a beautiful friendship, or mother-daughter. I'm very close to my mother, for example, and that is a bond that I hold closely. And if we had to go to topics that, you know, that just break my heart, then it would have to be like world hunger, you know, just seeing children that are hungry, gender issues for sure, you know, gender-based violence. That is a topic that really breaks my heart and moves me. And anytime, you know, in 2021, that I imagine that there are still women and children that are being abused because they're considered the weaker members of society, that really breaks my heart. So that's, you know, on the other hand, something that breaks my heart and that I wish I could do something about.
Do you try to do anything about it in terms of like your regular life or how you live your way? Do you?
Sure. So I was raised by a very strong woman. So she taught me independence from the get-go.
Right.
And that is something that I try to share with whoever can.
Do you have your father, if you don't mind me asking?
Yes, of course, yes.
Okay, because like I always, I think, see you with your mom, like it's a really beautiful like mother-daughter. Like,
Yeah, that's
bond.
what happens when you're an only child.
Oh my God, you're lucky. I have to fight with everything with my younger sisters and brothers.
Oh, well.
So you have all the things in the world.
All the attention, all the love, you know. Yeah. So, as we were saying, I have these discussions, as I said, with people, making sure that the people I associate myself with are people that are willing to listen to, or willing to call out other people that are doing the wrong thing.
Right.
And yeah, if I can contribute financially, that would also be a good thing.
No,
So
I think that that's even like huge when you are able to identify, because I feel like if everyone could do their due diligence, which is like knowing your circle and inspiring them to act or call it out when it's happening, I think the world would be a little bit safer.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
amazing. Yeah. I think we're gonna take a break and we have like an amazing artist, and then we're gonna come back. You tell us more a little bit about Carrie and all the plans you have, as well as yourself. Like, where can we join you if you dance? If you have any dancing classes coming up? I really wanna join. Like on a serious note, I wanna join. Amazing.
Absolutely, looking forward to it.
Amazing. Thank you so much, guys. You have made the amazing Nadia. We're gonna come back in a few minutes. We have incredible performance for you tonight. I hope she's gonna tell you a little bit about herself. Her name is Frida. Her artist name is I Am Always My Feelings. I hope I said that right, but it's incredible, and you guys are gonna love her so much. So thank you so much, and see you all in a minute.
Hello, everyone. My name is I.M.F, which stands for In My Feelings. I'm a singer-songwriter from Toronto. I'm Canadian-born, but I am from Rwanda, so I am Rwandese. And I've been born and raised here all my life. And music has always been my #1 passion. It has been my way of expressing myself. And, you know, for the longest time, growing up here in Canada, in the suburbs in Richmond Hill, I was always the only Black girl in my class. And so I struggled to finding myself and my identity. You know, I was that smart kid. I was very outspoken. I was very charismatic. And people used to kind of question my Blackness, you know, calling me things like whitewash or Oreo. And it hurt, you know, it hurt a lot. It questioned who I was, and I started to doubt who I was. So I'm gonna be performing 2 pieces this evening or today, whatever time you're watching this. And I have Rafiki, my producer, instrumentalist, with me on the keys. So I hope you all enjoy it. This first piece is called Oreo, and basically it's a monologue to my younger self. This is a word that was used towards me, and it made me doubt myself and doubt who I was. But to all those people who have ever been called whitewash or Oreo, anyone's ever doubted who you were, I just want to say, be you, be authentically you. You're beautiful and powerful, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So, without further ado, Oreo. I know they call you an Oreo. They white on the inside, yeah. That used to hurt me too. Nowadays, they don't say those things to me. Nowadays, they don't say those things to me. You're so smart. You're so different. How articulate. That's the new Oreo. And honey, don't expect that to stop anytime soon. I know what you will say. Speak out when they call you those names. I know what you will say. Speak out when they call you those names. I know somewhere it got harder to do. But one day we will deal with what's inside of you. I know you love yourself. Don't apologize. Someone says something's wrong with you. That's in their eyes. 'Cause me is me. Nobody is. Is me. Nobody is. I am who I am. Nobody is. I am who I am. Nobody is. I want you to remember to be you. A beautiful, intelligent, strong Black woman. Don't listen to others, be you. A beautiful, intelligent, strong Black human. Thank you. That was Oreo. So yeah, it's a message to my younger self, a little monologue. This next piece is actually a spoken word piece / song. It talks about a mother and a child, and I'm very close to my mom as well. And so listening to the story, it's about migration, and I want you to think about the time before people were enslaved. I just want you to think about that while we tell you this story about a mother and a child. I met a mother and a child migrating. From the Niles of Egypt, the land she once called home, to the mountainscapes of Cameroon. A new land her child will come to know as home. I felt a mother forced to flee for her child's sanity, for their freedom, forced to leave it all behind, to keep their humanity, to be seen as human beings, to keep alive all that has been, the sweat, the tears, the bloodlines weaved in the land so beautiful, each beat a family tree, leading to the family that I see. A mother free, not slaved, to live how they've been from the first of her line. I hear her ask, when will my child be safe? To be who he wants to be. I saw her always looking for a future where a child's worries are not what she feels, hoping to see him grow, to share all that she knows. I hear a mother weep for a decision that was made, that decided her son was a slave. Do they not know our history? We're all kings and queens, we are royalty. They came and took our lands, our sovereignty. Human race began and Mother Africa was the starting line. Rwanda, Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, Somalia, Tanzania, Malawi, Liberia. The foreign empires did not just bring trauma and pain, they brought racism of people who even look the same. Divide, and when they conquer, separating us. When will all this end for us? And after all that I saw, I still heard a mother saying to her child, my child, I I see you, but that's not what the world sees. My child, you're beautiful, you're magical, you're royalty. My child, I hope you grow to believe what I see. My child, love and respect with integrity. For they don't know what they say. For they don't know what they say. My child, oh my child, melanin shines so bright, melanin shines so bright. I have to let you go for tonight. Close your eyes, my child. You. Thank you all so much. That was Mother and Child. Thank you for allowing me to be here this evening. Once again, I'm I.M.F. And remember, it's okay to be in your feelings because I'm forever in my feelings. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow, what an incredible performance by I.M.F. I am forever in my feelings. She is incredible. And that was an amazing performance. I don't have even enough words to express it. So thank you so much for the message shared and for putting yourself out there. It's incredible and it's moving. Keep doing what you're doing. And we're going to keep supporting. And we're going to put all her information. You guys go follow her. She has incredible talents and music out there. And let's follow her journey. Once again, welcome back. I still have my guest with me, Nadia. Welcome. Thank you for not giving up on us.
It was a pleasure to be first, seat watching the beautiful lady sing. That was very moving.
Wasn't she amazing?
Yes, she was.
Incredible. I always wish, that's one thing I think I wished for, was like if I could sing.
I actually thought I could sing at some point in my life. But then in the shower is a great way for me.
Yeah, we're gonna try one time and see if we can form a choir. Maybe you and I. Let's do it. I don't know why I'm always tempted to say this because that's my dream, and every time I get incredible performance and I'm like, I wish I could have had that talent.
Singing lessons could be a good start for you.
Okay, next time I'll bring a singer and then you can dance. We'll have a whole team dance.
Yes.
Right?
No, that's a good idea.
Yeah, Chris Brown is overrated. We have you.
Maybe not, Chris Brown.
If you wanted to do one thing, what would you do? If you wanted to do one thing, what would you do? Like if you had maybe one wish of a talent, what would it be?
A talent? I would, and it has to be something, it could be anything, right? Out of nowhere. I would be a jumper. So one of those people like they appear in one place and then disappear, then appear in another on a different continent.
What would
Imagine
you do?
all the airfare that you could, skip. You wouldn't be worried about visas or anything. You would dream of being in Cabo and you'd be there. If talents were given like that, I would totally be a jumper.
What would be the first thing you would do if you got that superpower?
I said it. Cabo,
Sure?
Mexico.
Oh my God.
In the sun, because the winter, I am over it.
You're done with it?
I
Amazing.
am over it, yes.
Going to now that you mentioned winter, does Kari have anything for the young people in these times of cold times?
Yes.
I know when pandemic.
Well, we are in a pandemic as well, so most of the things that we are organizing are web-based. They are either webinars or Zoom discussions. Even the parties that we have, they're also on Zoom. So
how do you party on Zoom, by the way?
I guess everybody sits
I've tried that, but I
comfortably.
fail.
Everybody sits comfortably in their own home. I remember when we had our last party, which was the Christmas and New Year's celebration. We played games. So we download a game on our phone, and everybody plays from their own, the comfort of their own home, and tally the results on the app.
Wow, amazing.
So it was a good way to be together, but still socially distanced. It was fun for, again, nothing is expected to be as it was pre-COVID.
True, yeah.
So We try.
It's like, yeah, at least you still get creative and you get to meet other people.
Exactly. Oh,
Amazing.
yes.
So is there like a place to sign up to be a member of Career, like, or social medias that we can follow?
Thank you for that question. So we have a page on Instagram, and it is Carrie Toronto.
Amazing.
So please follow us. We have a Twitter account as well, and a LinkedIn account, and a YouTube page for the webinars that we do. They are very informational. There's a lot of good resources, people that you could reach out to. So please utilize all of them. They are free of charge. And if you ever have any questions, please do not hesitate to DM our page, or even, you could even DM me personally, and I will make sure that I connect you to the right people in Carrie Toronto.
What do you motivate or ask? What is your ask for like the young people? What do you wish like Rwandan youth in Canada should do more? Like,
definitely take advantage of the community that we are providing, because even in our language, wibwiriza gusara, ntiwigira inama. I am so sorry if I am butchering this.
Oh, your mom was gonna be like, let's have a conversation.
Yeah. So abashize hamwe bagera kuri byinshi. It's very important to have a community around you. So I would encourage every young person of Rwandan descent, whether you were born and raised here, born and raised back home, came as a teenager like me, I would encourage you to join Carrie Toronto, because it has been a blessing for me.
Right.
And as I said, it gave me resources that I'm still taking advantage of even today, 2 years later. So
we should join in, definitely tap in. We're going to put all the information, all the links for your websites as well, and all the social media, so people can get in touch. And if they have any questions, they can also ask you. And thank you so much for being open to this and for joining this discussion. It was incredible honor to have you.
Thank you very much. And if I would close up, we are having, there are ongoing projects. The first one is for newcomers. So newcomers have a welcome group that orients them in many things, like how to apply for schools, how to get legal help, and all the other questions that they have can be answered by that. And the second is we started a mentoring program for grade school kids. So parents should definitely take advantage of that and register their kids. The mentors are part of Carrie Toronto, and it is ongoing. I believe the first batch is up until April. So that is something that is ongoing. And the last one, please keep your eyes on our Instagram page, because we have something coming up, so do not miss it.
Oh, amazing. We can't wait for that. Like, how do you choose people who will teach in these programs? Like, if we have people who want to volunteer?
One easy way would be to reach out to us. If you have a skill or something that you really feel would be beneficial for our members, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. And another one is the professionals that we know and that have been recommended to us are the ones that we invite to speak to us.
Wow, amazing. So there is professional intelligence here.
Yes.
Incredible. Amazing. And you mentioned that you love watching Netflix at night. Give us a few movies to watch. I don't know why they come thrilled. Give us something to
I get excited talking about Netflix. You should probably pay me to watch. I would recommend The Queen's Gambit. It was a good, show to watch because, one, I love all female-led characters or movies. So The Queen's Gambit is the only one that is coming off the top of my head right now.
Okay. Now I have something to spend time. So guys, keep following, subscribe, and also go check their websites and their social medias for all the great information. And thank you so much on the behalf of, as Carrie, as you as an individual, I really appreciate all the courage and how you are removing all the barriers of being shy as Rwandan. It's really, no matter how much you think it's easy and simple, it's motivating. And I'm speaking from different, 5 people behind me who are like, yeah, we love what she's doing.
Thank you very much. That is very encouraging. So let them know I appreciate it a lot.
Okay, for sure.
All 5 of you.
All 5 of me. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.